How you going, guys? Curtis from Cutting Edge Engineering. Today's job, we have a pair of hydraulic accumulators off a 24M grader that we need to see if we can repair. So these accumulators are specifically for the braking circuit on the grader. They're basically a pressure storage device which makes braking reliable, quicker and safer for the operator, even if the hydraulic pump isn't working. These are made up of a steel cylinder, and on the inside they have a piston. The hydraulic pump fills it with oil, compressing the nitrogen inside. That stored pressure can then be released when the operator applies the brakes. If the hydraulic pump fails or the engine stalls, this makes sure there's enough pressure so the machine can stop. And they also help to reduce pressure spikes in the system, which reduces wear and keeps braking consistent. So because these are basically a hydraulic cylinder, there are seals inside and they do need to be replaced when they're doing a rebuild on the component. The problem we have with these is the end caps have actually seized into the end of the barrel. We can see they have applied heat and did manage to undo them a couple of threads, but it is then locked in there. And before the customer destroyed the threads entirely, they decided to send them to us so we could machine them out and hopefully save the component. And these components are actually not available from the OEM at the moment, so we need to do our best to try and salvage them. I'm not even going to attempt to try and undo them any further, so we're going to get them set up in the lathe and machine them out. Unfortunately, the outer diameter is 1 mil too big to fit down the spindle bore of the lathe, which means I'm going to have to use a steady to support them. And I don't want to machine a steady band on the outside of the accumulator. Instead, I'm just going to use a wide wheel on a grinder to remove the paint and give the steady a clean surface to run on.
Oh, nah, that is solid as.
So just for a bit of fun, I did try to undo that, but that is lock solid. I'm going to say this happens because it is a design flaw. There is no shoulder there for an O-ring to seal the two faces away from each other and seal anything from the outside getting in. Because these are mounted vertically on the machine, this would be the end that's at the top, which means any dirt and moisture will find its way down in those threads and lock it in place, where the other end being on the bottom, the customer was able to undo those end caps. Because I know the design and the internal dimensions of the accumulator, we're just going to machine out the entire end cap, and to make it quicker, I'm just going to bulk out the material using a 90mm spade drill. So we've successfully punched a hole all the way through that end cap, and I know you guys can't smell it, but we do have a very interesting combination between the excess oil, the coolant, and there is an O-ring in there that seals the end cap into the barrel. That's obviously gotten hot and started to melt, and that is a very interesting combination of smells. Now with that done, we're going to go in with a boring bar and machine out the rest of the end cap. We are going to take it easy as we get closer to the diameter of the threads, so we don't machine or damage the threads in the barrel. That's the O-ring groove. There's only about 1 mil left of that end cap, so I'm going to see if we can peel out the rest of it.
Pretty solid. There's the O-ring.
Oh no.
Oh.
There.
That's it. That was all the smell. Yeah.
Righto guys, so we finally got that last bit of material out, but we have discovered there is one thread that is picked up. I'm going to say that happened when they tried to undo it. All it takes is a bit of dirt and debris to start a little bit of swarf, and it just grows from there, and you end up with this. So what we need to do now is try and chase those threads, but because it's been heated and that end cap was galled in there, it is out of round. We do have a fair bit of run out. So I'm going to do my best to try and chase that thread, or at least clean up that galled material, so we can salvage this barrel and fit a new end cap.
Who's that? Wait, can you come in? He's got his new bandana.
He's a good boy.
Hope he wins.
Okay, you win.
Come on. Come on. Go get him. Come on. You're so silly. You just want to play. Okay, go. Come on.
I can't see.
Oh.
So I have managed to realign the insert into the thread profile, and I'm just going to take it very steady with very small cuts until we can clean it up. I may have to do a bit of hand finishing with a thread file.
What's going on there?
Where?
On the top towards you.
There.
Yeah, but inside where the threads are. Is that where it was damaged?
Yeah, there's actually 2 damaged spots.
It's like a whole piece of threads missing.
It is.
Is that a problem?
So I have got that cleaned up. It's definitely not perfect. There are 2 spots where there is a fair bit of thread missing, but we're going to see if it's cleaned up enough for an end cap to fit. And this is the end cap from the other end of the accumulator that the customer sent down for us to test the threads with. Because there's no parts available for this end, we will be making new end caps. So that end cap does screw in there. There are a few little spots that seem a little bit tight. So I'm just going to go back through with the thread file and clean them up while I've still got it set up. Righto guys, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to call that good. It's not exactly perfect, but we were able to salvage the barrel. Now we're going to get the other one set up and see if we can salvage that.
One thread at a time.
Can you see where it's picked up at all?
Maybe there. So that's this end remove, and the threads don't look anywhere near as bad as the first one, but there's only one way to find out if they're good enough, and that's to test fit the end cap.
Could a barrel be out around?
Definitely.
Uh-oh.
So that doesn't go all the way in, it does get a little bit tight and feel like it's gonna lock. So what I'm gonna do next is use a thread file and just clean up any edges that look like they could be starting to gall, and see if we can test fit it then.
Ugh.
That's it there, I think. There it is.
That's all it is. Righto guys, so this one's a win. We were able to salvage this barrel so it can be reused. Now we're going to remove the pistons and throw them in the hot wash to give them a clean up.
So that's our parts cleaned. I'm just going to give them a quick spray with 556 and that's going to prevent any flash rusting. So with those ready, the next thing we need to do is make the new end caps, but you'll have to stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna do that again.
Right. Oh, fuck. I just remember end caps. They're basically a pressure storage device which makes the braking.
Start again.
They're basically a pressure storage oh fuck, I've already lost it. They're basically a pressure storage device which makes braking quicker. Oh fuck, what was after that? And they also smooth out pressure sprite. Oh, sprites, fuck me. Be a muesli bar.
Oh my god.
And our customer... That was a bit of muesli bar. And this is the end cap from the other end of the And this is the end cap from the other end of the accumulator. That was customer.
This is going well.
I love it. Righto. So we came.
Just not so.
Right. So we've only got about 1 mil of material to remove. So we're going to see if we can peel out.
Just not so.
So unfortunately.
Just not so.
Fuck, who cares?
I care. It's really annoying hearing it at the start of every word you say.
I need another word then.
No, just unfortunately.
Oh right. Right. Unfortunately. Fuck me.
Smells like burning rubber. Can you reach that thing? Don't cut yourself.
You said, can you reach that?
No,
thing?
but like with pliers.
So clearly I'm going to stick my hand down there.
Out. Hey. Oh, kidding. Whoa. That is too large. That's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
Can you just wait?
Oh, they're going to be hot. Just grab the pistons out and put them back over there.
Okay.